What's up? Yeah, that's the life I'm living in right now. Welcome back. We're Bourbon Junkies. This is another pour. It's 50 out last night. My wife turned the AC on.
All right, dude. There's no... Okay. It got into the 40s last night.
100%.
Open a window.
So the bedroom window is, unfortunately, that's the only ones we don't have screens on.
Oh, so you don't want the bugs in. Good news, bugs
I'm never
die
going to buy
at
screens
40.
because at 40, she's going to open the fucking window and I'm going to die.
You don't tell her that bugs die after like 60-degree weather.
Jesus
Ain't nothing
Christ, dude.
alive at 40, dude.
Got my new
It's
my
the
new case
best thing
came right
ever.
in.
Did you
I've
put it in your
been sticking
car?
on shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
everything.
No. I don't have a good spot in my car.
You don't have to have a good spot. That's the best part. Wait till I show you. I'll show you where it's at in my 4Runner.
Yeah.
Fucking wildest shit in the world.
I don't have a good spot on the
That's what I thought.
Rad S3.
You got the little magnet strip?
Yep.
Buddy, you'll be surprised where you could put those things. You know what I mean?
So, took me almost a half an hour to get here.
Yeah.
The roads are super fucked.
Yeah. We live in a city with no traffic and all of the construction.
Yep.
It's beautiful.
It should not have taken this long. So, I go to pull in your driveway. I watch USPS. Pull in your driveway. Stop. End of the driveway. I
Are
go,
you serious? Do you have your blinker on?
oh, yeah.
Oh, that's annoying.
And so I'm now stopped, blinker on. They're not even moving. I go,
Yeah.
I guess I get to go down to 8 Mile,
Yeah.
turn around.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know what? I haven't been a check engine light on in a day or two.
A minute, yeah. Which is a very long time for you.
Launch control still feels great. Let me tell you.
So,
I don't have any. Man, I fucked up.
what do you need, a glass?
I got nothing to drink. Yeah. I'm just living like a bum right now.
Yeah, I see that. Oh, I thought that was...
Did you watch the tasting video that I put out this morning? Where I said I'm a drink goblin?
Yeah.
I had fucking
your 4
3 different drinks. I'm like looking for
3
a
and then a
spot
whiskey.
to
Yeah.
set that drink. And I was like, oh, I'm a full-blown drink goblin right
3
now.
and a whiskey, dude.
Didn't realize I just kept bringing stuff up.
The behind the scenes were fantastic.
Those were good ones.
We need those however often we have those. We need those. Those are
I
fucking
have a
funny.
backlog of like old ones.
Yeah, those
I
are
can
funny as
start
fuck.
Pulling out.
I was laughing. I was like, this is like perfect.
Yeah.
This is perfect behind the scenes content nobody sees, happens basically every video at some point in time.
At some
like little
point,
snippets.
Like I've got a lot of old ones. We don't do it as much because I think we are a lot more like focused on camera nowadays.
Sure.
Like so, it's fewer and far between
Right.
for stuff that I'm like, we need to keep that.
Yeah.
Like the one that you're fucking around with Cookie and stuff. I'm
Yeah.
like, all right.
Yeah.
It was Cookie inspired.
No, I watched those in the shower this morning. They were good. That made me happy. Because also, as Pixel Fold, great shower phone, dude. Great shower phone.
Cool dog.
Fantastic shower phone.
You do you.
Good for lots of stuff. I watched a lot of football yesterday in bed. Just
Full screen,
it's
huh?
like reading a book, except
Yeah.
you don't have to read anything, which is maybe the greatest thing of all time. Here, hand me that. I'm gonna drink that.
Oh,
too.
it's fantastic. You could look at my notes and agree.
Your notes were good.
Yeah.
I liked your notes. I liked the written notes a lot. The orange marmalade. As soon as I read that, I was like, oh, you know what? That's a fucking good one.
Yeah.
That's a good note.
It's a solid one, dude. I sat down,
This is good.
wrote great notes, and then forgot to shoot the video.
Oh,
I've had the notes for
I was
like
gonna say
3
you
days.
said you had the notes already when we were at Chris's yesterday.
I've had notes wrote down for this for like 3 days. I
Yeah.
sat down and I was like, all right, I just need to take 5 minutes and just think about notes.
Yeah.
So I was like, sat there, went through notes. I've got like a nice little drawing in my book with it, and that's as far as she made it.
The
Fucking cricket. They don't die, huh?
No, they live forever, dude. I'm pretty sure that evil people come back as crickets to fuck with people, but you get to squish them.
Yeah.
So they kind of get what they deserve. You just gotta find them first. They're little.
That took a little dark turn there,
I
Dan.
feel like they're Satan.
Little dark turn.
I heard really interesting religious conspiracy theories recently.
I'm so in on this.
Oh, buddy.
I'm not a big conspiracy theory person.
Yeah, sure.
But I love hearing them.
Yeah,
Like, I don't believe
they're
them
always
all.
fun.
There's a couple that I'm
yeah.
like, that could be plausible.
Which
like not
one?
like
The Earth's flat.
God no.
Oh shit, that was
Fucking
one I
kidding.
believed in.
Come
Sorry.
on. No, like basically like crashed alien technology propelled our
Yeah.
civilization.
Yeah,
I could see that.
could
Like
see it.
looking back at how
yeah.
exponential that curve got
Sure.
real quick. And it was like
Also, how about the fact that? Well, okay. If let's pretend. Did you see the New Mexico thing with the little alien body?
yeah,
That I don't know if it's real or fake or anything yet. No, I don't think anybody knows yet. So
we'll find out.
So like that happened, and then then I'm listening to a podcast, and I think I was listening to Rogan. He always has like ufologists on or whatever, UFOologists, however you pronounce the word, but that's a word.
Made up things. All right, cool.
Yeah, we made up all the words. That's how they became to be. So, but they have a term for people who like are super into UFOs now. It's ufologist or UFOologist. Okay. It's one of the two. I don't know how to pronounce it. For it. They use the O in UFO for the ologist, so I don't know how you want to pronounce it.
Ufologist.
Yeah, this feels better that way. Weird thing is to pronounce the letters separately and then make a word at the end. It's kind of odd, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's like an ATM machine.
Yeah.
It's not AT machine. You know what I'm saying? Like
could be though.
It should be. It realistically is.
It could be, and you know.
But anyway, so he was saying one of the theories, because somebody in the government like buried some words. I'm going to slaughter this, right? But you'll get the gist of it, which is the important part.
No, I'm really excited for it.
So they had said there was a question asked, and it was, why can we not just tell society everything? Like, why can't? Let's say the government knows
declassify everything. Yeah.
This is exactly what we know and what we have and what we've seen for real. And you know what I mean? Whatever.
Dude, 2023, I think you could just lay everything out there. People have been like, cool, man.
Yeah. In the news cycle. Yeah, exactly.
Back to TikTok,
1 week later.
Yep.
So the government employee, I believe it was a government employee, said we can't do that. It would be, it would basically destroy society. Not the exact word he used, but exactly what it meant. Just pulled the clip right off her. So then.
Okay.
Rogan responded with, what does that even mean though? Like what's so bad that it would like crumble society, right? So then the guy on there who seemed well-spoken and well-read, whatever, he said, and he seemed like not a crazy person. He seemed like, I'm really interested. I'm not saying this is real or this is fake, whatever. No. There's people that he has on that are like, dude, did you see that? And you're like, that guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Okay.
This guy was like, these are just like the theories and thoughts. Let me present them and whatever, right?
Okay.
So he's presenting it. He goes, well, that could mean almost anything, right? That could mean as much as like, we just don't think people can handle us knowing aliens are real. Or that could be as dark as we were actually created by them and we figured that out somehow. Yeah. And they're just watching us and monitoring us because they created us. Yeah. And I was like, that's a fucking spectrum of shit right there, dude.
Yeah.
That's a wild spectrum of shit.
But it's open-ended enough that people were going to be like, what the fuck's that mean?
Yeah, but what if aliens made us? That would be the craziest. You imagine what would happen to religion at that point?
Oh,
it'd be a disaster.
We're taxing the fuck out of churches.
Oh, yeah.
I hear about that. Baby, everyone's getting a jet ski.
Come
you know
to find
why?
out Scientology.
Catholicism.
Come to find out Scientology was the only one that had it right, dude. They did come out of a volcano. It's like the episode of
South Park where they're all going to hell and they're like, wait, but I'm a devout Catholic. How'd I get here? They were like, wait, who had it right? They're like, the Mormons. Yeah, the Mormons had it right.
But a different person was talking about religious conspiracy. He doesn't. Okay, I'm sorry. This person isn't considering them conspiracy theories. They are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's one of the people who think
they're not a conspiracy theorist. They speak the truth, right? Yeah. And they're just educating people.
100%.
Okay.
There's a theory that Eve slept with multiple like angels or demons or some shit.
Okay.
And she actually slept with Satan, which is what broke the whole Garden of Eden.
Gotcha.
Rather than
an angel.
eating the apple.
Yep.
She actually just fucked Satan.
All right.
This is a theory.
Made a bunch of Nephilim.
Dude, what the fuck?
Angel
and then
babies. Yeah.
On the flip side, Lilith and Adam were fucking for a minute.
Well, yeah.
And I'm like, okay, these theories, which are completely disproved, but you
could be like, yo, God was throwing orgies in the Garden of Eden, you know?
But only with Adam.
Prove that shit, though.
Eve wasn't supposed to like participate, and then she fucked Satan.
Yeah.
And Adam was fucking Lilith, and then Adam didn't like that. I don't know where these came from, so everybody can just figure that out themselves.
Crazy people.
The theory was that Lilith would only be on top. This is where it gets real deep. Lilith would only be on top, and Adam didn't like that, so that caused a problem. You know how they realized they were naked after she ate the apple? Yeah. That was because of Satan. She fucked him, and he told her.
Hey, by the way, let's put some clothes on.
It's amazing. It's the most. I started hearing this shit and I go, I might be more interested in this than actual religion.
That's like an LSD conversation.
100, buddy.
Like
I think it's
1,000%.
Yeah.
Like that's past stoner thoughts.
Oh, it's way past that.
On like acid, LSD. You're fucking tripping. You have a Sherpa guiding you through this journey you're on.
Yeah.
And you came out and you're like, dude, angels and people, they were fucking.
Yeah.
I know, I saw it. And you're like,
it's
okay, man.
The greatest theories. Somebody's like writing books on this shit, which I might just audiobook them or something. I don't know. I think it's the most interesting thing on the planet.
Of course they are.
Dude, imagine looking back at religion and be like, you know what it needs? Drama. More.
You know what?
People are trying to kill their own kids.
Twilight the shit out of this.
Yeah.
And then in 10 years, you'll see a movie about it. It'll be great.
Well, okay. Now, movies.
Blizzard can just animate it now.
Movies, I'm on board with. The Bible's basically like a version of Game of Thrones almost, if you think about it.
A lot of murder.
But you got to read a bunch of it, and it's too many names. So you just need
A lot of names.
If HBO would get a nice writer on staff.
You know, like you ever opened a book that you had to read in high school, you're like, big font. Thank God. You open the Bible, you're like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
Why is everything in size 7?
Yeah. And then on top of that, the whole Old Testament is Jonathan, son of Abraham, son of, cousin of, wife of, brother of, and you're like, hey man, I don't care.
Yeah.
Draw a fucking family tree now. I'm done. Give me a picture book with some words under the pictures.
You know what? Throw in some crayons. Make this a learning experience for me too while I get to color.
Speaking of religion.
I'm in.
Not speaking of religion.
Okay, hold on.
No. We have to get
the preface.
I want to talk about something that I'm going to get into this year. I've already gotten into it. I just want to talk about it. Football. I'm so interested out of nowhere. No idea why.
Real quick, how do we preface this with religion?
Because football's religion for some people. Some people believe in the football gods, dude. The Detroit Lions fans did for a whole week.
Yeah.
But okay.
Until
because you've been into football before, like NFL.
Yep.
I've been in NFL. You go to college games because of Gabby and the family. I just don't know why I can't get into college football. Just can't do it. Don't know why. But this year, all of a sudden, I could watch the NFL for fucking eternity.
Yeah.
And I don't know why.
I think for me, like the big disconnect for college is like, you remember being in college? I mean, like, we weren't adults.
Yes.
I'm watching children play a game right now.
Yeah.
Like, and they're not getting paid.
Right.
They're just children. They're there. Last time we were there, I walked the golf course and got golf balls with Knox and Gabby.
Wait, last time you were down at U of M?
Yep. They always have their tailgate like right next to the golf course.
Yeah, I didn't know this. Okay.
Because there's a big open section on the golf course you can go to, but they're back by the tennis center, which is the back side of the golf course. And it was like halftime, and I was like, you just want to go for a walk? Like, we'll just walk through the woods.
Sure.
Me and Knox were having a good time, walking through the woods.
Really?
Came back with like
a bunch of golf balls?
At least 15 golf balls.
Really?
Gave all the Pro V ones to my father-in-law because that's what he hits.
Okay.
Like, here you go. And took
That's
the
got to
rest.
be a nice golf course.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be.
I mean, they got a college team, so it is nice.
Oh, yeah.
But it was like, the game came back on. We could hear the stadium. We're close enough. And it was like, I don't feel like I'm missing it.
Yeah.
It's fun to sit down and watch, though.
So here's the thing. Any live sports are fun, right?
Yeah, 100%.
College, dude, you could go to a high school football game. Fun to watch.
Plus, big house, you have 100,000 people in there.
That's
gets
built different.
electric.
Well, that feels like an NFL game, too.
Yeah, I mean, you're packed in there. You don't care. Home team scores, everyone goes nuts.
Yeah.
It's like, what's happening?
It's about, we can talk about this. I just sent him a text. That's our contractor. That's our excavation company that we're having work on the backyard back there.
Oh, okay.
But we can talk about it after. I will never forget it. So we can talk about it after
perfect.
football.
Put a pin in it?
Yeah. But no, so I just decided this year. Okay,
you're just
so
gonna go hard at it.
There was a.
And you're not even doing like fantasy because like that's what did it for me.
No, I'm not smart enough.
Yeah, I don't think you have to be. You just got to get lucky.
Okay.
You got to fade. You have to have a good enough like idea of who is going to be good this year. Like
I'd love to play fantasy, but I need like a year of like, now I know the names.
Yeah.
Now I know the teams.
Yep.
Last year, that offense was great. This year, that offense is supposed to be.
You don't
I don't
have
have
to be
any
the
of that.
nerdy person being like, all right, this guy's out. I need to pick up his backup or whatever. And like, there are people that live on the waiver wire and are always trading and dealing. And it's a lot. I didn't do that.
That's
like,
a lot.
I knew a good amount of people. I watched the games. I still enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But then like, I'm going, that's just too much for me.
Well,
I got out after that.
Fantasy football adds
2 years.
to watching the games, right? Like when you're watching, you have like an underlying, oh shit, like I needed that player to get yards or score a touchdown. So it like adds something, which is the same, not an ad spot at the moment, but which is the same feeling that I get when I bet with FanDuel or any of them at this point and do sports betting. And then you like, dude, okay, week 1, Aaron Rodgers out, fucking huge thing. I picked the Jets to win go to the Super Bowl.
Yikes.
Aaron Rodgers 4th play, fucking out, and my bet's gone, right? But
who's their backup?
Zach Wilson.
Okay.
Who was like, I fucking think 2nd overall draft his year?
Yeah.
Supposed to be a fucking freak.
Yeah, but you had Aaron Rodgers.
Shit show. No, he's a shit show. He's a disaster.
Yeah, okay.
I guess like.
But that was also an offense that they brought Aaron Rodgers in and designed everything around his play style.
They brought Aaron Rodgers' favorite offensive coordinator in.
Yeah, I mean,
like to
it's
that
all
extent.
built. I mean, so they built plays for Aaron's game.
Yeah.
So now,
And
you
now
can throw
it's not
Tom
for
Brady
Zach.
in there,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be like, hey man, not
What
my
the fuck?
offense.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. So I guess Zach played the first year without Aaron Rodgers, obviously, because he just went to the Jets.
Yeah.
The backstory was like Zach had no relationship with the receivers, no relationship with the team. Nobody liked him. He didn't get to know anybody.
Yeah.
So there was like no chemistry, which obviously fucks everything up. But anyway, so now he's playing again. He throws this crazy pass to Wilson, who's one of the Jets' best receivers. Wilson's like was rookie of the year last year or some shit. Like he's supposed to be a fucking monster.
Yeah.
Wilson like bats it away from the defender. After he bats it, he's in the air. After he bats it, brings it in with his other hand, catches it, lands on this fucking back touchdown. Fucking freak, dude.
He got like
Kelvin Johnson shit for real.
circus.
Yes,
in his blood,
legitimately.
like he's just juggling up there, and then he's like a seal.
Like, dude, he like makes everybody look silly, right?
Yeah.
He catches this. I had money on a Wilson touchdown. That's the touchdown we got.
You're
it's
the craziest screaming, no flag, no flag, no flag, no flag.
But like, it makes it so much fun. Now it is gambling, so it's
it makes it exciting though, right?
It exciting. But I'm not even like a huge gambler, but it is fun to from time you throw a hundo in there and you just play for 100 for as long as that 100 lasts.
Oh,
it's like going to a blackjack table. You throw 100 chips down. When my 100's gone, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'll play as long as I got money.
No, you go to the ATM because the casino cheated you, obviously, and you're gonna win it back.
But I will say now, all of a sudden,
don't do that.
Yeah. There's a phone number you should call or something. I don't know what it is, but if you install FanDuel, every time you open FanDuel, shows you the phone number. But I will say there's just something. What's hard is like most Sundays, I can't just like sit down and watch football all day with the kiddos.
Yeah.
Because they don't give a shit. Luna couldn't give a half of a shit.
Nope.
Holden gives maybe a half to 3/4 of a single shit.
Because you kind of do.
Yeah.
So he'll placate you a little bit.
For an hour, he's like in. And then after that, he's like, let's go play let's go play catcher. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But dude, I don't know I'll tell you what, this Pixel Fold in my bed watching Monday, Thursday, and Sunday Night Football, I'm in on.
You know what? Is there like a research that would like eradicate crickets that I can fund?
And then somebody from PETA or whatever is going to go, we need them for the ecosystem.
Not this ecosystem.
I don't need
currently right here. We don't need that.
I think our ecosystem could take a hit.
Yeah.
Mosquitoes.
My mental health could
get rid of them.
Really go up.
Also, crickets, cats, snakes, lizards, frogs. Not eating enough crickets, clearly.
No.
Because they're fucking annoying as shit. That one is the one you couldn't find in the office the other day.
Still there?
And he sounds like he's out here.
It sounds like he's back over here.
Yeah, so I went there today, and he doesn't even stop chirping. Then I walked towards your desk. He stops chirping.
Confidence.
Yeah. No, he stops. He's somewhere in there, dude. Little shithead. I can't find him. I wonder. The problem with crickets is they're like a comedian who can throw their voice. Have you ever
ventriloquist?
Yeah. Have you ever seen that in person?
I've not.
One of the wildest. Jeff Dunham.
Yeah.
We went and saw Jeff Dunham at Center for the Arts in Midland. No idea why he was there because he was already huge at the time, and that's a tiny spot.
They get some pull.
They must
like
just
some
pay out
really
the ass.
cool people from time to time. It's wild.
Probably because people
it's a
are
nice
willing to
theater
spend.
Too,
it
honestly.
is nice,
the way
but
it's
it's
set
small.
Up, yeah, but the way it's set up, like you're not like right behind someone's fucking head.
No, because it's like stadium seating basically.
It is very steep. I like it.
But we went and saw Jeff Dunham, dude. He's doing his puppets, and which he's really great at. Whether you like his comedy or not is whatever.
Yeah.
But he's really good at what he does. At one point, he was using one of the puppets, and he's mic'd, which makes it even weirder in my brain. And all of a sudden, you just fucking hear like over here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? And then he does it over. No. Like he can like fuck. I don't know how it works. There's a way to do it clearly.
Throwing your voice.
Yeah. But he can make it sound like he's just in completely different areas while he's on stage. And you're watching him do it.
So he's a ninja.
He's a ninja. Well, he can speak without using his mouth too. So.
Hey, bro, you ever owned a car that didn't have annoying as fuck headlights? How often do you get flashed?
Never.
Those were your low beams, right? I know that they're.
I don't ever turn my highs on.
I had to call you. And
I don't ever
like,
turn my
highs
on.
Hey, bro, you want to cut that fuck out?
Okay.
Dude, my car is at that perfect height where it's just like, boom, right in the eyeball.
Your mirror?
Dude, it was bright.
Those are not brights. Because my the fogs won't stay on with the brights.
I watched you turn your brights on after I called you and said,
I bet the brights weren't as annoying then.
They weren't. They went over my car.
I believe that.
The lows are just bouncing into my eyeballs, though.
The problem is I drive a real car, right?
Okay.
End of the world car.
Yeah.
Drive over shit car.
Yep.
And you drive an RS3 that
RS3.
That has more damage to it now.
Curb the rim. in Saginaw.
I can't wait to see what this car is like at 100,000 miles. I can't wait.
Make it. It's gonna blow up before then. So we were parking we were gonna go to this little like brunch place for our we had a lunch break, and I wasn't paying attention, and all of a sudden I was like, oh, there's a pothole. I went to go around it, thought I was like over it, swerved into it. And it was just wide enough to fit my fucking tire in it. So it goes down, and on the way up, just I'm like, I hate this fucking city.
Yeah.
Just hate. I fell in a fucking pothole and curved my rim.
Hard too. I saw yesterday.
That's pretty good. It's
pretty good.
Pretty good. Those are winter sets now.
That's honestly for real one of the worst curbings I've seen on a wheel ever.
From a pothole.
Without like denting or cracking a wheel. That's probably the worst I've seen.
It was like just perfect to get the tire in there.
Well, yeah, because you can see where it rotates. Like normally when you curb it, it's like this wide. You know what I mean? Just a little.
Oh no.
You can see the whole rotation in the hole.
It's probably a good like
it's a crescent moon, buddy.
Of the radius of the tire. So it's a good amount.
Dude, it's a lot.
The circumference of the tire?
Yeah, diameter, circumference, radius, all the same shit. Different
around
words.
The circumference. So that was
dude, it's bad.
So nice. And then I was like, don't care. I'm gonna buy new rims. Fuck it. I got to redo the brakes anyways, because the brakes on it are the dustiest fucking OEM brakes I've ever seen. Like my rims are supposed to be about a silver.
Yeah.
They're black.
They're black right now.
They're just black.
Yeah.
Because they're like,
how often do you wash your car?
Never.
Yeah. That's the other thing.
Why would I do that?
Because you got dusty pads.
Rad S3, dude.
Yeah, it is a Rad S3. Also, when you clean it, things that are wrong with it stand out more.
Yeah.
Dirtier it is, the better it looks in your scenario.
Don't notice the dents. Don't notice the gashes in it. Can't see. Dude. I mean, eventually it'll just recoat black, and you won't see the curb rash.
The only way you could save those wheels is sandblast powder coat.
Yeah,
that's the only way.
They're just going to become winter wheels. Yeah. When I swap on my winter set this winter, they're just going to stay there. I'm going to buy new ones. Yeah. Gabby, don't listen to this. Thanks. I want those gold ones.
The good news is all wheels for all Audis cost at next to nothing.
What?
Yeah, they're all free, dude.
You didn't even have to put TPMS sensors in yours.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
Oh, no, because I have the speed. I have the fucking weird one. Yeah.
So it just sees that one is spinning faster than the other because of like a smaller radius or smaller like size on the tire because it's deflated.
I had to put TPMS on the 4Runner. That's what it was.
For some odd reason, that's like $100 a piece for those little fucking things.
Yeah, and you know what? The best part is like I bought those wheels tires from Tire Rack.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, your car uses TPMS sensors. Want us to put them in? I go, yeah. They just did it. Like everything arrived. They charge
you for it.
Yeah, they don't charge for the install. They're just a sensor. But like the nice part is
screws.
Or
bolts, whatever you want to call them.
Well, they showed up, tire on, inflated, TPMS sensor in. Fucking great, dude. It's fucking awesome. Now it's annoying, but it does make you feel like they don't exist because they came in already. Instead of you going to a shop being like, yeah, dude, sure, man. Why don't I pay you $400 more? You know what I mean? What you do on
fantastic.
Tire Rack. Anyways, they just bury it somewhere.
Yeah, you just don't notice it.
Fuck.
And then, so we were coming home. I was second car in line. You were behind me. There was cars behind me. So I passed. And Gabby goes, why'd you pass? I go, because I refuse to be the second car in the line. And I watched you pass. I go, see, look, Dan passed too. He goes, same reasoning.
Yeah.
No one wants to be the person.
You can't be the person holding everybody up. You can't do it. Because there's already a person holding everybody up.
Yeah.
You can't be the backup to the hold up.
Yeah.
You can't. It's illegal, basically, in 7 states or 9 or something like that.
It's just a driving code. If you see a line of cars behind you and you're the second car, either slow down and let the third person pass 100%. Around, or you pass.
100%.
Make a choice here,
dude. The car in front of me on the way there was like this old Astro van. Remember those old?
Oh yeah,
sweet
Safaris.
Yeah, dude. Those
all-wheel
things
drive,
fucking baller as shit.
I'd drive the fuck out of one right
now.
100,000 miles, all-wheel drive van.
Oh, dude, 100,000.
All the shit.
Oh, dude, 100,000 miles. Basically barely broke in too on those.
Brand new at that point.
Yeah, those things will go for an eternity. They'll rust out before the engine explodes. So I was following one of those on the way there, but it was a really nice day yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
And so I had the windows down. I was trying to smoke a cigar and I dropped it because the wind was so strong. But as I'm following this van, dude.
Was your hand fully out the window with it?
Well, yeah, because my hand was like this on the steering wheel, cigar between the fingers. My hand was like this. I went, took a couple puffs. I looked at the ash and I'm like, I don't want it to ash in the car, obviously. And so normally I don't smoke in the car, but not sponsored. But these smoke odor candles are the greatest thing ever made by a human being, I'm pretty sure. So what I did was I put one in my cup holder, lit it in my car, And I just drove around with the candle lit, smoking a cigar.
All right.
I haven't smelt the car today, but I think it'll be fine. But I took the car seat out. I took all the clothing. I took everything out, so like nothing's gonna be smoky.
Ozone generator. Worst comes worst.
I know, but it's just that's a whole thing.
Yeah.
That's,
but I mean, like worst case scenario.
Yes, worst case.
You could always
fix
throw that
it,
in and get rid of it.
So, but as I'm smoking, hands on the steering wheel like this, cigar in, and then I just go like this. I just arm out the window. It wasn't just like that. It's just whole arm. Yeah. Gone.
I would have paid so much money for it to get caught by the wind and pull into the fucking rear and just shoot to the back of your car. So you're just like,
just panic.
Yeah.
Just off road.
Yeah.
But I followed the Astrovan up, windows down. He was going somewhere at any given time between 59 and 55. And no cruise, no fun. Yeah. Up, down. And I'm going to be honest.
Cruise?
Yeah. Normally that would annoy the shit out of me. Normally when he was going 55, eventually I just pass him because I'm like, I'm just going to set my cruise and call it a day.
Yeah.
Enjoyed the fuck out of it, dude. Cigar
when you're
in the
not
car.
In a hurry.
Yeah, windows down.
With
it's nice out.
Yep. As long as there's no one behind me that they're like a little raging, and then it's like, oh man, I don't care. I got adaptive cruise. My car will keep up with you.
I have adaptive cruise, and I fucking hate it.
Why?
I hate all adaptive cruise. I hate yours. I hate mine. I've driven in.
Wait. My adaptive cruise is really good.
I hate it though.
Why?
I know it's so mine's similar to yours, where it's more of an exponential, up and down, or whatever that would be called, a smooth, a nice curve.
Linear?
No, linear's more like Gabby's, where it's like go, stop, right? Like that would be linear, wouldn't it?
No.
Would that be what would that be? Exponential?
Yeah, kind of, because it's like your peak. It would be like go and then stop.
Some cars are like that.
Yes.
Some cars are like, hey, somebody in front of you that's 5 car lengths out, slow down 1 mile an hour. We're gonna slam the brakes now.
Yes.
Some do that.
Yeah.
Some go
just jittery.
You're not even gonna notice that we slowed down or sped up.
Yes.
Which is great. The problem is my car's like that, where you don't notice. Oh shit, I'm doing 53 now. I had no idea.
Yeah. But so is the person in front of me though.
Fucking hate it. I don't know why. I have no idea why. You want to know why? Because
you didn't give a reason. You just said I hate it because of how smooth it is.
Dude, I think
it works flawlessly. And
it does. It works how it's supposed to.
Yeah.
I thought I would love it. Well, I was bummed when my S4 didn't have it and your S3 had it, right?
Yeah. Because it's actually so sad. Very nice.
I thought I would love it.
Yeah.
Thing I don't like.
I almost ran into someone borrowing my stepdad's truck because I assumed the cruise was going to slow down.
Oh, shit.
Just kept going. I was like, what am I doing? I'm driving a normal vehicle.
Yeah,
again.
You got used to it.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. I didn't think about that. It is training you to not pay attention.
Yeah.
So this is the thing.
Yeah, it's got lane keep. It's got adaptive cruise.
Yeah.
I mean.
I turned the lane keep off in that 4Runner. I turned the adaptive cruise off in that 4Runner. I turned all of it off. Now, that being said.
What's the point of having it? What'd you pay for
I don't know. I know. Now, here's the thing. In your car, the adaptive cruise is dumb because if your sensor gets messy, you can't use your cruise at all. Did you figure out a workaround?
You just got to clean the front sensor off.
That's insane.
The little one.
In Michigan, that's insane. Yeah.
It's few and far between because I do park in a garage.
Right.
So it like melts off.
Yeah. It's just like highway trips.
But like, like that long trip that we took.
Yeah.
And it was like, it just got fucky.
Yeah.
I wish that was an option. It was like, hey, adaptive cruise
Mine's
is
an option.
And it just lets you still use the cruise.
Yes.
But like.
I can do that.
I cannot.
So if my sensor gets dirty, this is how I use cruise, which is the another annoying part. If I just hold my cruise button down, it turns adaptive off every time. What? So every time I get in my car, I push the cruise button, I hold it down until it turns adaptive off, and I drive normal.
Yeah.
The problem is when adaptive's on, and now it just slowed me down. I'm doing 52.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to do 52. I want to do fucking 60, right? In a 55.
So you're the guy that just wants to hit people. Fuck
well,
it. Overland dirt.
We're building the car to just hit people.
Deers on the side of the road. You don't care.
No.
Yeah.
Fuck. Thank God I don't. But no, but it's just like what it removed from me was like the awareness of we're on our way to a destination at a certain speed.
Yeah.
I like the idea that we're just going 60 or we're going 70 or we're going whatever the whole time. I like that. That's comforting because that gives me an idea as to when I'm going to be there, right? When I'm going like 62, 58, 49, 71. I'm like, I don't know when the fuck I'm going to get there, dude.
The only thing I'll say is I really do like the adaptive cruise because it is very responsive on like brakes and stuff.
Yeah.
So
that is nice.
If, God forbid, we're taking a longer trip and I'm not always paying the most attention to the road because I got adaptive cruise, like it'll catch it. You know,
it will
like,
100%.
Like if I'm looking at something on the side of the road and someone starts braking, you're like, oh shit, thank you.
Yeah.
That's the nice part of it.
I agree.
It's a little peace of mind that I'm not going to ass pack someone while looking.
Just look.
Yeah.
I mean, I just backed into somebody, so clearly I'm the guy to tell you to just look. But
yeah,
you know what, dude? How about this? You put lane keep and fucking whatever that cruise control bullshit is in my car, and you can't put a backup beep in there. Fuck
I thought you have
that.
a backup beep.
I have a fucking, you're driving behind me beep. You're coming from my left or right. It shows me an arrow and it beeps.
Yep.
No, like, hey, you're going to hit something like a tree or a car or a trailer or a human.
So it's got like a backup assistant of like the
cross
traffic.
Cross traffic.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what it is. Cross traffic. It doesn't have a heads up. Goosh! Like, it doesn't have that, dude. We're just the Titanic. There was just an iceberg.
I can't back out of my drive or like my garage without mine just being like,
because you're close to the door.
Next, I'm sorry, everyone that has headphones on right there for that.
Enjoy it.
We got a multi-band compressor. It's probably fine. But like it just always beeps. So I think I'm also numb to the fact that beeping means close.
Yeah. No, Ricky's, so there's too much beeping, there's too little beeping, especially when you're towing trailers, trucks, and like Tahoes, shit like that. That shouldn't have too much beeping. Because you're going to back up to a trailer and you're going to tow something, like backing up the car hauler the one day with the Tahoe, just backing it up. It's like, something's behind you, something's behind you, something's behind you. And I'm like, I fucking know
it's a trailer.
Plugged in though.
Yeah. You should know
I have a haul mode. You know it's plugged in.
You see like the new Fords and stuff, they'll back up the like trailer for you and stuff.
Whoa.
You just let go of the steering wheel.
No way.
You put it in like reverse, and then it's just got like a left or right selector. So it uses the cameras, and you say, hey, I want to go like back to the left.
What?
So it'll just start backing up for you, and then you just guide it on in.
No way.
I think
That's really cool.
They have like I don't remember if it's Ford or a different company, but they have like trailer hookup. So you can start, I think it's Ford. You start backing up, and then you get to a point where it will see the hitch. And then
it recognizes it?
You let go of everything, and it just puts you right up to it.
Dude, that's so cool. Mm-hmm. That is so cool.
Yeah,
I don't mind backing up a trailer. Like, one of the very few things I'm pretty good at is backing up trailers. Just done it my whole fucking life. I'm usually
pretty good at it. And then, like, pressure. Yeah. And it's like, fuck. It's like when someone starts coming and you got to back up into my driveway or whatever. Rushed. It's like, and then it's like the worst job you've ever seen. Just doing an ass. I'm just snaking it. Damn it.
There's just tracks back and forth.
And then, okay, so we stopped at McDonald's. We needed a snack.
Yeah, I saw that you stopped.
So I was like, we don't have like a lot of food that is ready to just eat at our house. So it's like, we got to stop.
This is what I should have done.
We just got a snack. And then there was like
What'd you get?
A Euro. I had a quarter pounder with cheese.
Okay. Not double?
Didn't go double because we'd just eaten. I just wanted a little something when I got home. Can have a snack, call it a night.
Yeah.
But there was like a Euro bike with like touring stuff and like
bearings or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like right on my ass at like when just crossing through 46 on 30. And he we both go through and he like guns it and goes around me. And then I just caught it. I was like, dude, we're doing the exact same speed. I don't know why you passed me. Yeah. I was like, he won the race.
You're also on a touring bike.
Let's fucking do this.
Yeah.
I put her in ass. Gabby goes, no. I go, why? I go, turn left, motherfucker.
Knox
he turns
in the
left.
Backseat.
I'm like, let's do it. She goes, there are so many deer on this road. I go, I'm not afraid. He should be afraid.
Yeah, that's fair.
I go, I'm going to hit a deer and I'm going to go 2-0.
Yeah.
I don't care.
It's daytime, mind you, still.
I have an undefeated record against deer right now.
True.
1-0, baby.
Yeah.
It's still running.
Electrical system.
Not so much.
0-1. Car.
I'm going to call it a 1-1 because it kind of works, kind of doesn't. I told her, I'll go 2-0 right now.
Yeah.
Most, that guy's going to go 1-1 because he might tie, but he's going to lose in the
Sure.
So let's fucking do it. And she vetoed it. I go,
of course she vetoed it. She's passenger.
Yeah. This is not fair.
And Knox is in the back seat.
He loves
doing Knox shit.
He loves
Does he?
Yeah.
Knox is
He's a speed dog.
Knox pissed on somebody's floor yesterday.
All right, this is Barry pretty far. Don't think it's him.
You don't?
I think it was one of the old dogs.
Oh, okay.
Well, I took Knox out. He peed twice outside.
Okay.
Like he went over to the tree, peed on that like a good amount, and then went over and marked like 2 other spots where they peed. I go, that can't be him.
Knox pissed in their house.
That was a lot that we cleaned up.
That's what I mean.
There's no way.
That's why it would surprise me out of those little dogs.
It did not.
That's a lot of pee, dude.
He could not pee that
Cooper
amount.
doesn't pee that much.
And then go outside and pee again that amount.
Yeah.
I go, that's too much.
Yeah, well, that was not a marking amount. No. Right? Like if he marked something, it wouldn't have been that puddle. It would have been significantly less.
He picks up his leg. Like he would have had to
that's fair. He's not a squatter, is he?
And like right in front of Gab.
Little dogs are squatters usually. Like Cooper's a squatter.
Yeah.
He's not a... Cooper will lift up his leg to go mark like that post.
Yeah.
He's picking up his leg. To piss on the floor, if he's pisses right here, squat in the butt. He's not picking up his leg to piss on the floor.
That's fair. Yeah.
Does Knox pick up his leg every time?
99% of the time.
Interesting. So it would have
Every
been
now and again, he'll do
that
like
would have been a pretty
he does like a
obvious
little
thing.
squat.
Yeah.
Just,
Which is the only way he could have got away with that.
Yeah, he
Would
had
have
to do
been
a little squat. But
Yeah.
he's not a big squatter. Like he goes and he's a.
I don't think a lot of
pisser.
big dogs are squatters, dude, unless they're girls.
Yeah.
Girl, obviously.
Yeah.
You ever seen a chick dog pick up her leg and piss?
No.
That'd be hilarious. That's some fucking big dick shit.
Yeah.
For out of a chick.
Yeah.
She's just like, what's up, bitch? Stares
Suck
the
it.
dude dog in the face and pisses.
This is my house.
Oh, dude, I
the
love
fuck?
this idea so much. There's just a giant like husky, and he's like whimpering as she's fucking him.
Christ, that got a little weird right there, my guy.
Dude, you cannot tell me in the dog kingdom, right? This has never happened. Like a chick alpha. In the dog kingdom, it's had to have happened.
Probably.
It's had to have.
Not just like that though.
Oh, I want to see it now. I'm going to be honest.
Google. That's a Google for man. You
I
can
don't
find
know
it.
why I
It's
wanna
out
see
there.
it. I feel like it's fucked
You're
up.
gonna
I
find
want
some
to see it.
sketchy ass furry websites. I bet.
That's true, but I want to see real
100%.
dog on dog action.
God, you're weird.
I don't know why. I feel wrong.
And then it was fun the other night. So
What night?
I don't know. It was like last week at some point.
okay.
We're sitting there. We went to bed a little early. It was like 10:30 or so. We went to bed. At like 11:20, Gabby wakes me up. I hear her like, she smacks me and like, what? She goes, "You gotta change the battery." I go, "Battery in what?" I'm out of it. She goes, "The fire alarm." I go, "We don't have one." It's like, what?
Okay.
She's like, "What are you?" She was like, "What are you fucking talking about?"
such a
And I was
funny
like,
response.
"What are you talking about?" She goes, "You don't hear that going off right now?" I was like, looked at my watch, been asleep for like just about an hour, and I was like, "Dude, I'm hitting REM sleep." I literally woke up, looked around, and I go, "I don't know where I'm at right now."
We don't have one.
It took me a minute to even realize where the hell I was at. She goes, "You got to go change that battery." And I go, "Okay." "Okay, dear. Which one?" "I don't know. It's one of the ones out there." I go,
That dude, hunting those down when you're not tired, miserable. Like as a homeowner, right? When you become a homeowner, there's just a handful of things that fucking suck.
"Oh yeah."
That's one of them.
It 9 times out of 10, I don't know, that one like really goes through batteries. I don't know why.
Oh, okay.
Couldn't figure it out. It looks wired right. So I don't know. It just is upset and eats batteries.
Looks wired, right?
But I was like, I had no idea what was going on. I couldn't even tell you what house I was in.
Right.
And it was just like so jarring. And
We
like,
don't have one.
and I just was like saying nonsense to her, and she's like, "You okay?" I go, "No,
Oh,
I'm good."
You ever had
But-
that experience while you were sleeping though?
What?
Has she ever told you said some wild shit while you were sleeping?
While I was sleeping?
Yeah.
No.
Like you don't
like
remember
the
it because
sleep
you
talk?
came out
Yeah.
of the fog, right?
So-
you got out of the fog, you realized what was going on. So now you know what happened.
So we've been together like 7-8 years now. She knows if I fall asleep on a couch, you leave me.
Sure.
You know when I wake up, angry
Pissy,
person.
yeah.
Especially from like
So
a nap.
pissy, yeah.
I don't know why.
Just part of your genetics or something, yeah.
Yeah, like my brother and my sister both have this the exact same trait.
Really?
Yeah.
The only way I'm gonna just for everybody listening. This is what Gabby's I'm sure learned it now too. But
Yeah.
only way you wake Sean up is you wake him up from a distance, leave him alone. Wake him up, leave him alone. Wake him up.
Yep.
Sean. What? Yep. What? Don't be there. Just go away.
Yep.
You give his 15 minutes or whatever. Fucking let him grumble around. He's like a fucking sleep troll.
Yeah, I'm good.
You gotta fucking and then listen. Sometimes you might still come out pissy.
Yeah.
And you got and then you gotta.
It just is what
Somebody's
it
gotta
is.
be
You
like,
just gotta go through
why
it,
are you
yeah.
pissy? And you're like, and then you kind of like come around.
Yeah.
That's just how it works for
Yeah,
you.
give me a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need
so you don't
that.
wake me up because if you
You-
do,
if you do, you gotta leave.
she'll be like, "Hey man, you remember the conversation last night?" Be like, "What conversation you talking
Yeah.
about?" Be like, "When I tried to wake you up
Yeah.
to come in the
like
bedroom,
lighting a bomb.
And you said you're gonna burn the house down
Yeah.
if I don't." And it was like, "What?"
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You run.
just don't wake me up. Just leave me. So
Yeah.
now if I fall asleep on the couch, she goes, "See you in the morning." And I
Yeah.
go, "Okay."
Yeah. Face kick, bitch. That's for yesterday.
Yeah.
That's what she should do.
Probably fair.
She should just slap you in the face.
Yeah.
Like this is for being
I
an
think
asshole.
she cuts me a little bit while I sleep.
Dude,
Just
I think Ricky poisons me on record.
vegetables
No.
are not poison. I just want to clear the air with you right now. You eating vegetables
No.
is not her poisoning.
Have you ever thought ever once in your marriage, ever for real, swear to God, you thought Gabby would kill you?
Like murder?
Yeah.
Like full murder?
True.
No.
Thought that.
Why?
Just think that. Still think that today.
Why? You're an asshole. I get that.
I'm not an asshole. I'm annoying. Those are very different. I'm not mean usually.
Ooh,
I'm just
usually.
annoying as fuck.
I've heard you be mean.
Years
You're
ago.
usually like aggravated. Like there's a lot. There's a big lead up to it, and then
I'm not like a yeller. Like I don't often yell. I don't yell at Ricky almost ever, right?
No.
But there are times when I'm like, "You're being a fucking dick," and I say that, and she's like, "I said, she wasn't being a dick," and then I just am being like,
you've got a very good skill at if you're mad
projecting
and someone's like
transferring.
If you're in a conversation you don't want to be in and you're mad, you're gonna make that other person mad.
We need to come together on that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like if you're just gonna.
Now here's the thing.
You know what? I'm gonna bring it down to my level.
Listen,
or
I feel like I'm a
it.
good escalator and de-escalator.
Yeah.
I feel like I kind of now one of those skills is very useful.
Yeah.
One of them.
Not so much.
Bad character flaw. That's a character flaw. Like the de-escalation, I'm pretty good at.
100%.
Oh, so beneficial.
Diffusing situations, airing it out.
Getting back to the same level. We're both.
Yep.
The problem is often to get to de-escalation, I have to realize like, shit, I was pissed. Now you're mad because I said some shit.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's a superpower. You can get under people's skin real fast, and you'll bring them to whatever level you're at instantly, and then you're like, "Why are you mad?" And you go, "Motherfucker, what are you talking about?"
One time after a live stream, Sean and I were yelling at each other in regards to the difference between the words being jacked and being shredded, and if runners and cyclists were jacked or shredded, and we were yelling at each other about this after a live stream one time.
It's kind of are you fucking kidding me right now? Like that type of stuff.
This is why when we'll like be somewhere and we're just like, because often those are just like you and I, it's over dumb shit, and we're just together talking about dumb shit.
Usually 99 dumb shit to one.
Yeah, like we actually needed to have that fucking conversation. So one time, then when we're on a trip somewhere, and often now when we go on trips, we're either with people or we brought people or we invited people and they're there, whatever. Yeah. And then it'll be like a fucking, like a dumb argument, but other people are around. And usually it's not like yelling. Usually it's just a dumb argument.
Yeah. I have an argument. Oh, can't say that. Shit.
No, because somebody called Chris Hart.
Fucking beep it.
Somebody called Chris Hart. So, but then people around be like, Mom and Dad are fighting. And I'm like, oh no, this is just our fucking Wednesday
this is
or whatever.
Our love language right now.
I was like, you should have been in Timber Creek for the World of Warcraft era, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's
Good
just like
days.
one of those things where it's just like, well, no, we've also known each other for 25 years or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Like, it's got to be relatively close to that.
Oh,
so,
fuck world.
Yeah. It's a problem. It's a bummer, dude. Speaking of old.
I don't like that stat. Let's move on with that one.
You're
old.
Yeah.
I'm,
almost
I just
as
turned
old.
26.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I felt like I made a good joke yesterday about Gabby.
Did I miss it?
How do I phrase this? Yeah, I think you missed it.
Was I outside?
No, you were inside. There were just multiple conversations going on.
Okay.
We were talking about, Gabby was talking about referencing that somebody had thought somebody at a certain location was like fucking around with minors.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Which isn't obviously funny. But to make it funny, I said, was it because they saw you with Sean? Yeah. And they thought Sean was a child. And then she kind of looked at me like, not funny, but I thought in my head, pretty fucking funny. Pretty fucking funny. Because you've been ID'd when you're like fucking 29.
Oh, yeah.
And they were like, I don't know if he's old enough to drink.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, your fucking husband looks like he's aging backwards.
I routinely get ID'd a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just,
I gotta have a little bit of this on.
Yeah,
and then people
that's
are like,
fair.
oh, he's
I'll
just
give you
like a
that.
dirty 20-year-old.
Jeremy is like, looks really young too.
Yeah.
I had no idea how old your brother was. Yeah. And I've known your brother for a long time. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. He doesn't look
40.
like that. If that's how you look in 6 years,
I'm doing okay.
He doesn't look, buddy. If you like put him in a lineup, you're like, pick out the 40-year-old and everybody else was 20. I still don't know if you pick him.
No.
We had kids in high school that looked 40 before he looked 40 now.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Kyle O'Boyle?
Oh, yeah.
100%.
He looked 40 when we were like 12.
12,
yeah. Like instantly.
Fucking crazy.
Reed, was it Kuhn?
Huntoon,
yeah.
or whatever,
he started
something like
balding
that.
in high school.
Whoa,
but
what
had
a bummer, dude.
just a grizzly beard.
What
it was
a
like,
fucking
damn,
bummer,
dude.
I'm terrified of balding now.
Yeah.
Imagine being in high school and being like,
dude, that gave you a complex and a half.
I think because there's a balance between when you start balding, you decide whether to save it.
Yep.
You're trying to save it.
Nah.
But you don't have the money to save it.
Not at
you
18.
need money to save balding. Yeah. You need hair transplants.
Yeah, money.
You need whatever. Crack. Yeah. But when you're 18 and you start balding, this is we have to come to an acceptance. We have to come to an agreement.
Yeah.
I got to shave the head or wear hats. These are my two options.
Hat.
Bradley Martin only wears hats.
Always.
It's because he's bald as fuck.
Yeah.
It's because his hair is shit.
Yeah, he's rich though. He can
Which
fix
is
that.
crazy that he hasn't fixed it now that I think about it. Yeah. Dude, I saw a clip of Brian Callen tossing him.
And Callen's like a purple belt, isn't he?
Blue.
Is he blue belt?
But he's still like 160, 165.
Okay.
He's a pretty small dude, obviously. They were like, because Bradley Martin's been on this big trend of I can beat the shit out of everybody.
Rolling?
They were rolling.
Okay.
Bradley Martin's on top of Callen.
Yeah.
Callen tosses him. Hey, man.
Yeah.
It just a heads up.
Hey, man.
If you can't beat Callen, you cannot beat Mighty Mouse.
Rip your arms
off.
off.
Ruin your fucking life, dude. So, Sean Strickland and Israel Adesanya, who was Israel Adesanya's the champ, was the champ.
Yep.
Him and Sean Strickland had a UFC fight.
Okay.
For the title. Israel Adesanya was a minus like 600. Fucking huge. For a title fight, that's wild. Like, why is Strickland even here type shit, right? Strickland,
they pull someone out of the audience?
Buddy, they said Strickland started at a negative 600. Something happened. He was a negative 400 going into the fight, or a positive 400 going into the fight. He was a positive 600 before. What? Fucking crazy. Like, why is this the matchup if these are your odds, right? So Israel Adesanya is...
I mean, you got to throw a couple bucks at that.
Yeah,
long
fuck
shot,
it.
baby.
Yeah, why not? So Israel Adesanya... obviously, like, I think he's going, like, he was trending to go down as like one of the best ever eventually type thing, because he's a pretty young guy, very good. Sean Strickland made him look like a fucking toy. Hey, beat the fuck out of him.
Someone really cashed in on those 600 odds.
Oh, dude, knocked him down in the first round, beat the shit out of him the whole fight. Israel Adesanya, they said it was a title fight. It's 5 rounds. They said Israel Adesanya might have won 1 round.
Maybe he didn't take it serious.
His coach even came out at the end, was like, we couldn't get him to we couldn't get him to execute the game plan.
Yeah.
We just couldn't get him to do it.
Yeah.
Israel Adesanya show up to press and was like, I need to be with my family right now. I'm not going to take any questions, because he lost the fucking title. I can't imagine like that experience emotionally, right? Went through a whole camp,
especially
went through a whole
huge like favorite.
Yeah, and is one of the greatest, like trending towards GOAT status, right? And he was like, I don't want to talk to anybody. I'm going to go be with my family. I'm going to go eat some breakfast. I need some downtime. He set the mic down and he goes, my coach is going to walk up. He can answer anything you got. Yeah. Says mic down, walked away. Damn. Very like respectful way to be like, that fucking sucked, man. Yeah. And I don't want to talk to you guys because you're fucking press, right? Coach comes up, starts answering questions. And he goes, we couldn't get Izzy to do what he was supposed to. That we had a game plan. We couldn't get Izzy to execute it. Came to the corner. We told him this was the game plan. Yeah. You're not doing it. He wouldn't do it. And he goes, we all have these nights. We all have off nights. We all have shit shows, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So it was like really interesting. Sean Strickland is now on some random, and I just saw the clip, so I don't even know where it came from. He must have his own podcast or something. He's with a chick.
I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah, Sean Strickland and this chick are talking, and she goes, so there's this guy named Bradley Martin. He's 260 pounds. Now, Sean Strickland is the same as Israel Adesanya.
Okay.
They probably walk around at like 180 to 200 range, right?
But they probably fight, what, 160?
Hello? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, babe. Hey, just wait just a minute. How long? But anyways, so Israel Adesanya or Sean Strickland is on a podcast, right?
Yeah. Is he just fucking ripping into Bradley Martin? Like, there's no fucking way.
Obviously, physically significantly smaller than Bradley Martin.
Yeah.
Now, literally, the champ.
Yeah.
Belt holder in the UFC, right? In the greatest organization for fighting, in theory. So, he's on this podcast, and the girl he's with, and I don't say that to be disrespectful. I just don't know them. Yeah. I don't know the girl. I don't know if it's his girlfriend or they could just be friends, whatever. Anyways, she's sitting there and she goes, so there's Bradley Martin guy. He thinks that he can like beat a UFC fighter. And Sean Strickland just starts laughing and he goes, who the fuck is Bradley Martin? And she goes, he's 260 pounds. Cause
that's the joke.
That's the joke, right? Because he keeps saying, Bradley Martin pushes. How big is he?
Yeah.
How big's the guy?
Yeah.
It's always about the size thing. So, and she goes, he's 260 pounds. And he goes, I don't give a fuck. And she goes, okay. but he's 260 pounds. It's like she keeps saying it's so fucking funny.
I mean,
so Sean Strickland, it's the most aggressive. If I was Bradley Martin, I would make sure I have security. I would never meet Sean Strickland for the rest of my fucking life. Sean Strickland goes, Bradley Martin, you can come here. I'll come to you. I'm going to take your fucking life.
Oh, fuck.
That's what he said.
Jesus Christ.
And she goes, what? She just starts, she's like, oh my gosh. And she goes, well, but Sean, he's 260 pounds though. And Sean goes,
take your fucking life.
I don't fucking care. I will meet you wherever you want. And she goes, well, but it's in a street fight. And he goes, I'll take his fucking life. And I was like, never meet Sean Strickland. Ever.
That man
never
just agreed to murder.
But he literally goes, you have to sign a waiver or something. But if we go, I'll take your fucking life.
Buddy, I'm not signing that waiver.
Yeah, dude. All right. What a
Could
fucking
you imagine
pitch.
like walking into the ring and being like, all right, hey, real quick, just sign this waiver. And you go, I'm going to fucking kill you.
I'm allowed to kill you.
On the other side, and you go, I think I'm good here.
I'm good. And then after watching him fight.
But like he won't.
Dude.
No, I'll do it. I'll fucking do it.
Dude, I don't keep up enough on UFC, but after watching him fight Adesanya, it was like, hey, just run though. Just how about fucking no? Because Izzy would have beat the fuck out of Bradley Martin. Like,
yeah,
it's just a head kick here, a head kick there, and Bradley Martin wakes up in a hospital. Like,
well, I mean, Mighty Mouse is fucking what, 150
tiny.
pounds?
Yeah, he fought at 135.
Yeah, so he probably walks around maybe 160.
Yeah, well, that's a lot of weight to cut it that small. That's the thing. Like, the higher they go, the easier the weight cut, right?
You got a lot more.
So I'd imagine maybe 150.
Has he fought in a while?
He went to Bellator.
Okay, he was still doing it when they could do like water cuts and stuff, though.
Yes.
So that can really play around with your walking weight. Because he probably fought at like, 150 then.
Sure.
Like if you were
maybe.
dehydrating.
Man, that's still so heavy for that little.
Yeah.
Because like heavyweights are cutting like 20 to 30.
Okay.
Sometime like the extreme would have been like, dude, I'm
saying like 30, out of camp and stuff,
right?
Like
walk around weight,
like walk around weight, not getting ready for a fight. Yeah. As he's getting ready for a fight, I guarantee he's like, even if he's cutting water, it's less than 10 pounds.
Yeah, if he's 150 or something, sure, dude. But he's this tall.
He's 5'4".
He's a little fucking problem, is what he is.
He is gonna fucking rip his leg off.
Yeah. Oh, if Brian Callen. Bradley Martin's got mount. Brian Callen literally like pops him, and there's a name for it. We just don't know it. But he literally pops him up off of him and then takes the top. He's a blue belt.
Yeah.
And he's not like the greatest blue belt of all time. It's just a fucking normal 45-year-old blue belt.
So I just heard a thing this morning that Rogan was breaking down belts. It was like, white belt, you know nothing. Blue belt, you starting to get there. You have a path. You understand some things and how to get there. You can understand, like, I got an arm trapped. I can now take side control. I'll work around and get the choke.
Sure.
He goes, so when you hit a purple belt, he goes, you're basically a black belt.
Okay.
The difference between a purple belt and a black belt is honing your craft.
Okay.
Purple belts, they see things differently. You're using defensive tactics to get like to an offensive position.
Right.
You're dangerous. A black belt just has honed all that stuff. So they their movements are just so much more
things become
like mechanical. Yeah, it's just like you're just
going
going through things.
Yeah.
It was like, so all it takes is just time and effort.
A lot of
purple,
time.
to go from purple to black.
Yeah.
And all you're doing is polishing the skills you already have. And it's like,
yeah, but then there's levels to black belt, which is wild, which we saw, which is crazy. Yeah. I mean, like, because I don't remember, I think I was talking to Shayla about it.
Not everyone's created the same when they get a black belt. Yeah.
Right. Well, not everybody's black belt's the same, right? Like a Gracie black belt's different than a freaking Midland, Michigan black belt. They're not the same. If you've been
a black belt for a month versus I've been a practicing black belt for 10 years, I mean, like, well, you've seen some shit, man. You've like, probably gone around, done a lot of cool things.
I don't think you and I would have ever understood it had we not seen the Larry Mark stuff. When you asked them to do that, I think had you and I not seen that, we'd have been like, they're just equals.
Yeah.
And then we found out one's way bigger than the other. We knew that.
Yeah.
And they're not equals. And it's not fucking close. And they're both competitive black belts.
Years of technique.
Which is wild.
Different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just like, oh shit. So even though the belts either slow down or stop depending on what school you're in, I know there's like the stripes and whatever, but shit's not the same.
We've said it several times, and like back to the whole idea of people on like social media being like, I can't tell you what it would be to like, they always show like a boxer, like Tyson or something like that. And they're like, this person, and they'll show like DC.
Yeah.
And they're like, would absolutely maul this person.
So that's happening right now.
Yeah.
So Tyson Fury is going to he's having a boxing match with Francis Ngannou.
Yeah.
Francis Ngannou's out of the UFC, left, he's gone, he's done.
Man,
now to make a cajillion dollars,
Yeah.
he can go into boxing. And,
yeah.
And as one of the hardest hitters on the planet ever,
Period.
Francis Ngannou, and fight, just kind of like skip the line and go to the top because he hits so hard that everybody wants to see what happens.
Yeah,
right.
And he does have a lot of fighting in his background.
He's got a lot of experience.
I mean, it's not like he is just any guy.
No, he's a freak.
Like,
he's a monster.
that just jumped the line here.
He's
not the Logan
He's
Pauls
the
of the world.
only person I want to
enough.
see John Jones fight at heavyweight. He's the only fucking one. I would have in the prime. I would have paid every fucking cent of a pay-per-view to watch DC fight John Jones in their prime. DC's too old now, but DC always cut weight to 205 to fight John Jones. DC going up to heavyweight and not cutting would have been fucking incredible to watch. Against John Jones. But so Francis Ngannou is fighting Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury, big boy.
Yeah.
Not jacked, not shredded, doesn't even look in shape at all.
Just a tank.
He doesn't even look like fucking like he looks worse than I look, literally, without his shirt on.
Yeah.
But he's a fucking terrifying. Literally
he's like 6'7" or something like that.
He's a giant.
Gigantic.
He's an actual giant.
Yeah.
But he's also like, dude, he was 400 some pounds, like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And he was like, you can't even fight. Obviously, you can't fight there. So he cut
A lot of depression going on.
Deontay, when he was talking about like suicidal shit.
Yeah.
And then Deontay Wilder was like, oh, he's too fat. He'll never fight again. Tyson Fury came back, beat the fuck out of Deontay Wilder.
And
out of
he
spite.
was like jacked as fuck.
Oh, Deontay
too.
Wilder looks like Alien versus Predator shit.
Yeah,
for
like
real.
Fucking monster.
Yeah.
And then you've got the old Gypsy King walking on out, and you're just, you're a
Flob.
little loose, and you're
Flob.
like, this is going to be interesting. And he just manhandles
He's like
him.
Majin Buu, dude.
Oh,
Fat
yeah.
Majin Buu.
Little fluffy, but real fucking strong.
Yeah, but good luck, buddy. But him and now they're like, people are posting that with Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
Picture of Tyson Fury. Picture of Francis Ngannou, who's
jacked. His muscles have
Deontay
muscles.
Wilder,
Yeah.
but bigger. Like
Yeah.
shredded like that.
Yeah, it's
but
fucking wild.
Bigger. And literally, everybody's like, if I told you in a boxing match, in theory, because it hasn't happened yet,
Yeah.
Tyson Fury should beat the shit out of Francis Ngannou.
Yeah.
That's terrible. That's crazy. It doesn't make any sense.
Mark Redding is probably one of the most unassuming people that could end your life.
And quickly.
Like,
Fucking quick.
I remember going to like wrestling tournaments, and a lot of people's dads were like, "Oh yeah,
sure.
they're like in good shape, you know,
Stocky built,
yeah,
whatever,
just,
yeah.
good in shape dad." And it was like, Mark looks like he's in
Yes,
shape. He's like the
100%,
normal
yeah.
in shape dad.
Yeah.
And it was like, "Oh, he's a murderer."
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, and then you see Mark like just perform a little,
Yeah.
execute some plans here.
Hey, buddy, he's gonna grab a hold of your shirt, and then he's going to tie
and
you
then
up in a bow.
you'll just your eyes will close. That's
Yeah.
what's gonna happen next.
Go to sleep.
You're not even gonna know what happened. It's gonna be a fucking whirlwind.
I don't know why I'm now looking up at the world, and I
Bright-
can see all my toes.
It's a bright
It's
white
weird.
light, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it is. It's interesting like that though. I don't know.
Shit be weird.
Yeah.
This is phenomenal. Everyone that,
That
got,
is really
I mean, this
good.
will be Friday, so everyone that got the New Holland, shout out. It's phenomenal.
Listen, also real quick, because we can just end it on this. That New Holland, we can talk about the yard shit at a different time. The
I'm a little intrigued though because it's going on. Is it long?
is it what?
A long conversation?
No, we can sum
it
it
in,
up. We can
squeeze it in.
squeeze it.
Go to New
real
Holland,
quick.
we'll
That New
squeeze that in.
Holland though. New Holland. This is a rye. Their
Perfect.
rye. We got samples of it, and we were. I don't want to say hesitant, but we just were like, didn't really know anything about it. We're super interested or whatever. It's just kind
This
of
was
whatever.
after we'd already really liked the Origin series.
Origin's great.
We were very intrigued on doing a pick on that.
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, we've got some ryes. We're like, all right,
Yeah.
it's craft rye. We don't know anything about it.
Right. That.
Woo!
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Sean and I drank the first one and we were like, whoa, hold
we're
on.
good.
Wait,
Yeah, we're
what? Like, this is what their rye tastes like? Now, mind you, they're launching that under its own label next year.
It's got to be like
It's
the same
so
yeast as the bourbon.
It has.
Because
Everything
it's
has
got
to be
that,
the same.
like super citrusy. It is so thick. I even said it in the tasting video. I had drank the glass down to like just barely having a little bit. I go, you gotta smell this. I brought it to Gab. She's like, it smells like a scotch. Like
Yeah.
it's. I don't know how to
It's
describe it. I go,
citrusy.
it's super thick. Like it feels like a really high barley or
Yeah.
something. It's oily as hell. And I go, yeah, man. Like it's wild.
Yeah. It's not real malty, which is nice.
No,
All the
but the
citrus
mouthfeel
carries
on it
forward.
is
Yeah, it's
insane.
viscous as shit. I think that's 5 or 6 years old. So
Yeah.
it's not young. But it's viscous as shit. It's super. I mean, it is the most citrusy whiskey that is unflavored that I think I've ever
I
had.
said this
ever.
is probably one of my favorite non-finished ryes we've ever done.
I
You
would
would
put-
probably say Mythology, right?
I think Mythology is the best we've ever done ever from a rye standpoint.
Yep.
I think after that, that's a second or third. And I'm just giving the thirds because I'm giving myself
Leeway to forget
because
something.
I don't. That's better than the Nulu Toastids we did and half the price.
Yeah.
That's better than what other ryes have we done? Definitely better than our Driftless.
I was gonna say we've done the driftless ryes. We haven't done a lot of ryes, realistically.
No. Okay, now here's the thing. Now it would be apples and caterpillars, but swordfish oil 2.0 or 1.0.
Oh yeah,
would be 2 or 3 too. Those would be that would be the thing.
Yeah,
so that'd be in that range, right?
2.0
was special.
2.0 was insane.
Yeah,
that was old. That was like 7 years.
7 or 8. Yeah,
yeah. On that one,
yep.
Wildly different profile.
Yeah. They're very different, but that's I go Mythology 1 just because Mythology drinks like an actual celebration special.
Yeah.
Limited edition bottle.
I mean,
it's a 10-year-old MGP.
Yeah.
And it's cast strength, which is like unheard of. I mean, those were like owls weren't that, but from a cast strength rye old perspective, owls were like the fucking thing.
It's few and far between on that stuff.
And so the Mythology hits like that for me, but that and then it has to be one of the Sagamores.
Yeah,
those are
2 for me.
You can flip it in either direction, but
bottles different order though.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's just that's. And I think like the cool thing about that is you'd pour that for somebody and they wouldn't say that's a rye. They would say, "Holy shit, what is that?" That's
just
what they would say.
Just in the finish, do I get a
little tingle of spice?
I said it's like a citrus clove in the finish.
Sure.
I'm like, oh, a little baking spice.
A little bit.
Could maybe a rye.
Yeah,
but
a little bit.
I would probably guess bourbon.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. But anyways, okay. Last thing, the yard.
I'm very intrigued on this.
Okay, so
you guys are expanding.
Yeah,
right?
Ricky got a severance. So just a TLDR, we have 8 acres. Most of it's wooded.
We have 8? Mm-hmm. I thought you only had like 4.5.
No, we have 8. We have like 7.9 and something, 7.925, whatever it is. Right?
Double what I thought you had.
So it's all just woods.
Yeah.
It's just everything's wooded here. We have like a small backyard, a small side yard, and then the driveway. Everything else is wooded. So
yeah, he lives in a swamp.
I live literally in the forest. And so when Ricky got her severance pay, we were kind of looking at like what we could do. We got out of all credit card debt, got out of all like little dumb shit. Like a Menards fucking had $500 on whatever, like dumb shit, right? Get out of the Visa, get out of Amex shit, get all that stuff paid off. So we get everything paid off, planned out a couple trips, and then
bought some new Nikes, a couple
did
knives.
Do that. I got some off-whites. I just got to wait for them to be worth a bunch of money. Mm-hmm. I can't wear them. I'll probably wear them at some point. I can't wear them. I'll probably wear them. It's stupid. They look ridiculous. Anyways, so I told Rick, we were trying to figure out what we were going to do. We put a bunch of money away, just rainy day shit.
Yeah.
And then it was like,
for when this
collapses. We had X dollars left, and it was like, what do we do? And I was talking to Ricky, I go, why don't we just finish something? Like, let's just spend the money and just finish a project. One of the projects was the backyard. We'd like built the deck, put the like half in ground, half above ground pool back there. And we've always wanted to move the grill. We have it under the front of the house, and we wanted to put it in the backyard. I want a big backyard. When you look out and see a yard, it's just great. It's just 100%. Nice, right?
Yeah.
And so I was like, let's just finish something. Let's get Ricky wanted a cement patio behind the house, and then
solid way to go.
Yeah, and off the deck.
You guys doing like a stamped one, or is it just a pad?
It's just a pad.
Okay.
What's stamped?
So they take like a big silicone like mold basically, and then it'll make it like. It'll be decorative.
No. This will just be a pad then, because that sounds more expensive.
It definitely.
I told him, I'm like, just do the cheaper one.
It's still, I think, the same concrete. Maybe it's a slightly different like mix on it, so that you don't have a bigger aggregate.
Sure.
Maybe smaller. I'm not 100% sure. Don't do concrete, but it just gives a nice little finishing touch.
Okay.
Instead of just like a brushed pad.
This is brushed, so this is definitely that's what that is. So I was like, whatever, because we were sitting on the cement in the front of the house. I'm like, just do this, and he's like, okay, it's brushed. I'm like, sounds great. So we'll move the grill back there. It's just, I don't know, it's like 13 feet by 19 feet or something like that. That's how big the pad is. But it allows us to like put the grill back there, put everything back there, and then if kids are playing in the pool, we're in the backyard.
You
like
don't
it's
have
just
to walk around.
It's just like, let's make everything behind the house. That's how we wanted it when we bought the house 3 or 4 years ago. So then I was like, I've so bad wanted. We have so much property.
Quick time out. You think you only moved here 3 or 4 years ago?
It's been 4.
A little over 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 in May.
Oh, 5.
4 in May. 5 in next May. 5 in upcoming May.
We started doing this like because the first episode was at Freeland.
Yes.
And then here. And we've been doing it for 5 years.
And that was in May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd be 5 years in May, right?
Yes.
So it's 4 and change now.
Well, okay, but
Am I thinking about this right?
Well, so here's the thing.
Yeah.
We bought it and then lived with my parents.
Oh, yeah.
During the construction
I forgot
stuff.
about that.
Which was
okay.
8 months or something,
Yeah.
right? So there is an offset period.
I
or
was
whatever.
like, I'm pretty sure because we did it.
We
for
did
sure.
buy it. We bought
Yeah.
it, yes.
Yep.
And then, but this was already what it was. Everything was a shit show when we bought it. Remember? Yeah. So anyway, so we're clearing. We have all this property in the back behind the house, and we have this weird section of woods. Mm-hmm. It's low. It's almost all like tiny trees, brush,
new growth,
stuff. And I was like, I wonder. Let's just get a quote and see how much it would be to clear that and make a cool big backyard. So then when we're in the backyard, it's a big yard. We get the cement patio Ricky wants. I want a yard, like a big yard.
You can play with the kids and stuff.
Yeah, just room to do shit, play football and do whatever. Like now we're playing catch. We can play catch long wise, but we just don't have, it's not wide enough. Guy comes over, quotes us $1,500 to clear 100 foot deep by 40 feet wide. Doesn't that seem free?
Well, because he's taking all like the trees and stuff.
Nope.
Then. What?
Yeah. Isn't that fucking crazy?
Because normally, how much did you just say?
$1,500, 100 feet by 40 feet.
So normally when you get a quote like that, it's because they're going to come in, they'll clear cut, they'll take all the big trees and sell them.
And they can keep them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes, what do you want us to do all the trees? I go, just leave them, I'll cut them up for firewood. He goes, all right. Just like that. You know what he said? 100 feet back by 20 feet, he goes, we can do that in a half a day.
Must be because it's like there's
it's
not
because
that
it's
many
all those
big
little
trees.
brush trees or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm like, add that. That's in budget. Yeah. I got a budget. That's in budget.
Yeah.
So
that's way under what we thought the budget was
right, 100%.
Yeah.
And so concrete came in about what we thought. I was hoping the concrete was under $5,000. It was just under $5,000.
Concrete ain't cheap right now.
Concrete's so expensive.
Always goes up. Doesn't care what the market does.
Oh no,
concrete
just
goes up
more
3%.
expensive. Yeah.
Minimum.
And it was like cool. We found this person off a Facebook group called Ask Midland, where people go in and talk about, you know, hey, I want this done in Midland. Anybody know anybody? So it's an excavation company. He comes, he goes, oh, we do clearing too. And I'm like, cool. If you can do both, that sounds even better.
Yeah. One-stop shop.
I said, so how backed up are you? He goes, we can do it August 28th, the week of.
Oh.
Sounds great.
Just for reference real quick, it is currently, my watch is off. Is it the 19th though?
Of September. He has told me every Monday, mind you, he said I need 50% down.
Yeah.
This is an actual excavating company, phone number, Facebook page.
You got the same thing as my well drilling guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
He told me August 28th, which is a Monday. He has now said every Monday since that Monday and blamed it on rain twice, which I get. You can't do concrete in rain, and I'm sure you don't want to clear muddy area in rain.
He doesn't want to do it, and you don't want him to do it at that point. I get it. Yeah.
At the same point in time, though, if you can't come on Monday, and it's not raining on Tuesday or Wednesday, fucking come Tuesday or Wednesday. Or
let me know.
Text me and say, hey, we're not going to make it. He has not fucking let me know once that he's not coming. He only lets me know when I message him.
Yeah.
So last Monday, he was supposed to come and do this whole project last Monday. He didn't come, and I texted him. I said, hey, man, where you at? And he doesn't text me back. I call him, voicemail box full.
Yeah.
Well, can't even leave a message.
Very familiar.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
It sounds like he's stealing my money.
Yeah.
Because he already cashed a check for $3,500 or something. Ugh. Yeah. So I'm like, you already cashed a check, and now you're not communicating, and you haven't shown up and done the fucking job you're supposed to do 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So,
well, half paid you for.
Half.
Yeah.
So then he's sitting there, or on Tuesday, I call, can't leave a voicemail, text him again. I go, I need an update.
You got to Liam Neeson. I will find you.
Yeah. Well, we're not gonna just lose $3,500.
Yeah.
And you're gonna cover fucking court costs when we have to go to court. Because you aren't doing
claims.
shit.
You do like $5,000
exactly.
Small claims. Yeah.
And so it's like this. I'm just not going to sit and lose $3,500. That's too much money to fucking.
Costs. You just go there. It's for small claims.
Oh, is it really?
Like
it's just free, and it's easy because we got a
you
fucking
represent
contract.
Yourself. You go in front of like basically, I think it's like a magistrate.
Okay.
They are a judge or whatever. I'm not 100% sure on the legal system here, but you can sue in personal court for like $5,000.
Okay, which is like which is what we're trying to cover. Just give us
if he doesn't show
money
up,
back,
then they just levy a judgment. So
and so I can't cut and I can't fucking get a hold of him. So then he texts me back Tuesday when I said I need an update.
Yeah,
and he goes, "Hey man, we assume that it would be really wet, so we'll be there next Monday to do it." Hey,
you've said for a month.
It didn't rain Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You don't need 5 fucking days for 1 day of normal rain.
Well, it was a monsoon, Daniel.
Yeah, right. So then this Monday, he said, I'll be there Monday, which is today again.
He's here.
10 o'clock rolls around, nothing.
That's true.
11 o'clock rolls around, nothing. Almost right
Noon.
Before you got here.
Yeah.
I text him and I go, hey man, where you at? I'm fucking done with the...
Yeah.
And you know what? If you're going to show up at 12, I don't give a fuck. Just be like, I'll be there by noon at 12. Yeah. I won't bother you until 1. And then I'll bother you. But I told Ricky goes,
12:02 though. Dan
Dude, it's been a fucking month, man. You can't do 4 Mondays in a row, not show up any day of the fucking week.
Yeah, so the guy did that with me, but it was for water.
Yeah.
Come to find out.
Yeah, yours was you needed
that.
it. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad he's here.
You
Hopefully
had
he does a good job.
shithead to do that.
Yeah.
And now, like with this, it's like everybody said on that group, he does great work.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe throw in there, can't communicate, won't show up on schedule. You'll wait an extra month. That would have been great to know because that's what'll be happening after this. Yeah, because dude, all you had to do is communicate. Yeah. I'm okay with you pushing shit back, especially when you have valid reasons. Not okay with you not answering phone calls and shit.
Yeah.
When you cash checks. We paid you.
I was gonna say that's the part that makes it shitty.
Yeah.
It's like not the fact that they didn't show up, and it's like that stuff. You can be like, all right, cool, man. I'll get someone else.
Yeah.
Like obviously you're not here for this. I'll just get another service.
Yeah.
It really sucks when they already have your money.
Yeah, and you
you're
cashed
like,
it.
Cool, man. A month later, maybe I'll think about doing something.
Yeah. Or letting me know why you aren't. You know,
Daniel,
that's fucking crazy.
Rainy season.
And then he's like, gonna be there Monday. I'm like, it's supposed to rain Sunday. Good fucking luck. It's gonna be wet again, according to you. So, and it didn't rain yesterday.
It was beautiful.
It's supposed to rain
talked about
yesterday.
You lost cigars. We had a great time.
Oh, I lost 2 cigars on the road, dude. Lost 2 of them.
Yeah.
It's a good time. All right. This was another episode of Another Pour. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
We did good.
Leave like a review or something if you listen to it somewhere other than YouTube. And if you listen to it on YouTube and you're still here, leave a comment or something. Just help us out. Free for you.
Absolutely.
Free for us, but it does help. So
freer for you.
Yeah.